Imagine hacking any Android device, remotely, silently, and in minutes. Sounds impossible? With the right Termux tools, hackers and security researchers can explore vulnerabilities, take control on your device in seconds. In this guide, we'll show you the 10 most effective Termux tools for Android ethical hacking. You'll learn how to install, use, and apply each tool directly on your device. Launch Metasploit in Termux to generate payloads, deploy exploits, and gain shell access on vulnerable Android devices. Use commands like to craft custom payloads, then deliver them to your target device to test its security. After deploying the payload, use Metasploit's console to establish a remote session and access the device's data or functions. Always use these techniques on devices you own or have explicit permission to test. SocialPhish is a toolkit that lets you create realistic phishing pages for platforms like Facebook and Instagram using Termux. You can quickly generate fake login pages and simulate credential theft to test security awareness. When someone enters their credentials on your simulated page, SocialPhish captures the information instantly. Use SocialPhish to run phishing simulations, identify weak points, and train users to recognize suspicious links. Practicing with SocialPhish on Termux is a hands-on way to improve your phishing detection and response skills. HiddenEye takes phishing further, creating pages for dozens of platforms, Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, and more. Its real strength: versatility. It can capture credentials, two-factor codes, location data, even snapshots. With a few commands, you simulate attacks real hackers use daily, revealing just how vulnerable we all are. For security pros, HiddenEye is a wake-up call, exposing the human element in cybersecurity. Controlled phishing campaigns help identify weaknesses and train teams to spot the signs. HiddenEye's lesson: technology can only do so much. The real battlefield is human psychology. This tool lets you fight that war on your terms. Camfish specializes in a deeply personal attack, tricking users into granting camera access. Using phishing, it lures targets to a page that silently requests camera permission. If accepted, the attacker can activate the camera remotely, without the user's knowledge. The real danger isn't the tool, but our willingness to grant permissions without thinking. Camfish is a powerful demonstration of how fragile privacy can be. It's a teaching tool, showing why questioning every permission request is critical. If you don't know what you're allowing, you might be inviting an attacker into your private moments. Stay vigilant and always in control of your device. PhoneInfoga is a masterclass in open source intelligence. This tool extracts public information from just a phone number, tracing it to owners, linked accounts, and breaches. It scours databases, checks for leaks, and aggregates data most people never realize is out there. For security researchers, it's a reality check. Every time you share your number, you leave digital breadcrumbs. PhoneInfoga is crucial for assessing risk, showing how attackers might use your number for targeted attacks. Knowledge is power, and this tool reveals your hidden digital footprint. If you value privacy, know what's out there before someone else does. Sherlock is the digital detective, scouring the web for traces of a username across hundreds of platforms. Enter a handle, and Sherlock maps out someone's online identity, revealing personal details and behaviors. For analysts, it's invaluable for Osint investigations and spotting impersonators. But it's also a warning: reusing usernames is a digital fingerprint attackers can exploit. Every old account can be linked back to you. Sherlock shows just how much we leave online, often unknowingly. For ethical hackers, it's a critical weapon to understand and protect. Knockmail specializes in email enumeration, checking if an address is valid and what services it's registered with. For attackers, it's reconnaissance gold. For defenders, it's a chance to plug leaks. Enter an email, and Knockmail reveals where it's used, exposing potential vulnerabilities. But it's about awareness, identifying weak spots, updating passwords, and enabling two-factor authentication. Every result is a lesson in digital hygiene. Never underestimate the power of a single email address. Knockmail shows how connected and exposed your online identity is. IP Tracer maps the digital world, turning an IP address into a story. Location, network details, and more. Security pros use it to track attacks, analyze threats, and understand the invisible highways data travels. Follow the trail, identify origins, and build network profiles. But if you're not protecting your own IP, you're open to the same scrutiny. Attackers use tools like this to probe weaknesses and exploit anonymity gaps. The best defense? VPNs, proxies, and caution. Every connection leaves a mark. Guard yours carefully. Red Hawk is reconnaissance incarnate, combining scanning, info gathering, and vulnerability analysis. It maps domains, analyzes servers, and sniffs out weaknesses others miss. Launching Red Hawk is like shining a spotlight on a website's hidden corners. It pulls voice data, checks for outdated software, scans ports, and flags vulnerabilities in minutes. For ethical hackers, this is the foundation of every penetration test. You can't defend what you don't understand, and Red Hawk lays out the battlefield. Every scan is another layer of armor for your network. Red Hawk hands you the blueprint. Find the flaws before someone else does. The thefatrat is legendary for payload crafting, automating the creation of files designed to slip past defenses. For penetration testers, it's both a weapon and a warning. If you can build it, so can adversaries. Generate a payload, select your target, and let the thefatrat do the rest. In minutes, you have a custom Trojan ready to test defenses or, in the wrong hands, compromise a device. Its genius is adaptability, creating backdoors for all major platforms. The real value is anticipation. Test your systems, close gaps, and learn before attackers do. Every payload is a test of your security posture. Stay sharp, stay prepared, and never stop testing. What you've seen is the reality of Android security in 2024. These Termux tools show how easily a device can be probed or hijacked if defenses aren't tight. But their real power lies in protection, not exploitation. Ethical hackers and researchers use them to stay ahead of bad actors. Which tool shocked you most? Share your thoughts and questions in the comments. If this guide opened your eyes, subscribe for more cybersecurity secrets. Stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.